Ever wondered what Ethereum is? That's all I can think about these days, because people can't stop talking about it. This further brings us to more questions. Is Ethereum gaining popularity because it's catching up to Bitcoin? Or will it surpass the world's most famous cryptocurrency altogether? If you hate it when people overcomplicate things, stay tuned, because you won't find a simpler explanation of Ethereum. Before we dive into Ethereum, let's talk about the godfather of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. To explain it in one line, it's digital decentralized money run on blockchain technology. To understand decentralization, imagine a company that owns a server comprised of 1,000 computers with a database holding all of its clients' account information. This corporation has a warehouse that holds all of these computers under one roof and has complete control over each of them and the information they hold. Similarly, Bitcoin consists of thousands of computers, but each computer or group of computers that holds its blockchain is in a different geographic location, and they're all operated by separate individuals or groups of people. These computers that make up Bitcoin's network are called nodes. In this model, Bitcoin's blockchain is used in a decentralized way. Now, think of a world where the concept of decentralization could apply to other parts of everyday living. At the moment, the government and all associated parts are largely centralized. Banks are the centralized authority for monetary transfers. The voting system has a centralized authority to keep a check on the count and validation of votes. Property registration keeps track of real estate transfers. Even big social media companies like Facebook and Instagram have centralized servers to control the flow of data. Imagine if all of this could be decentralized using blockchain technology. When all of this comes together, we can push the central authority out the door and still execute crucial tasks. Back in 2014, Vitalik Buterin, Russian programmer and co-founder of Bitcoin magazine, launched his very own platform for decentralized programs, or what you usually hear as dApps. His vision, or rather Ethereum, has made waves in the market. Ethereum is the do-it-yourself platform for decentralized programs. You can create your decentralized program on top of an Ether network that no single person controls. Not you, not anybody else, not even Vitalik for that matter. To do so, you have to learn the language Ethereum is coded in, Solidity. Once a program is deployed to the network base on Ethereum, these nodes or computers will make sure it executes as written. Ethereum is the infrastructure for running decentralized applications worldwide. What's funny is that some people think that Ethereum is a cryptocurrency. However, Ethereum is only a platform that runs on Ether. Ether is the transactional token that facilitates operations on the Ethereum network. Metaphorically speaking, Ether is more accurately the fuel of the Ethereum-based network. Coming back to Ethereum, one of its major goals is to decentralize the internet. Just because you can make your website without the traditional hassle doesn't mean that the most dominant players in the market have no control. As sweet as they seem, Google, Facebook, and Amazon are so deep into governing the internet that at this point, virtually nothing can happen without them finding out. So maybe you are right to be paranoid because these companies know more about you than your significant other. And it's all because of third-party integration. With blockchain, the internet can be reinvented in a way that won't require the need for centralized intermediaries. Imagine a driver being able to book a cab directly from the customer, without Uber, and remove Uber as the middleman who takes a cut. The applications of the Ethereum network are limitless. Decentralization can transform how people commute, interact, work, and even buy crypto. There wouldn't be a need for those pesky exchanges charging you fees for traditional digital currency. So then, nobody is in control. Rather, the system is being run by a ton of decentralized computers that are just great at their job. Everything you've heard until now covers what Ethereum is all about. Don't forget about the how behind it all. That's where Solidity comes in. Don't worry, you don't need to be a coding expert to understand this. The language is used to write smart contracts that involve if and then conditions to run dApps. Just like a paper contract, these work on the same principles and make Ethereum what it is today. A smart contract is simply a program that runs on the Ethereum blockchain. It's a collection of code and data that resides at a specific address on the Ethereum blockchain. User accounts can then interact with a smart contract by submitting transactions that execute a function defined on the smart contract. Smart contracts can define rules, as in regular contracts, and automatically enforce them via the code. To explain in layman language, a smart contract is a vending machine. With the right inputs, a certain output is guaranteed. To get a snack from a vending machine, money plus snack selection is equal to snack dispensed. On the other hand, smart contracts also have some disadvantages. A really intelligent contract would consider other elements as well, such as special circumstances. It will also have the ability to create exceptions if necessary. In other words, it would function as an excellent decision maker and not only a code with if and else conditions. However, in the case of Ethereum, a smart contract isn't the most intelligent. It must strictly stick to the laws of the contract that have been coded and cannot consider any other considerations or the spirit of the law, as is typical in real-world contracts. For example, an exemption or extension on rent payments during critical situations like COVID. Even the original author cannot alter or modify a smart contract once it has been deployed on the Ethereum network. It can't be changed. The only way to amend this contract is to alter the whole Ethereum network, which is nearly impossible to do. To add additional information for people who think of investing in Ethereum, you've already established that Ethereum is a bunch of computers connected to the network to execute code that powers dApps. However, this costs money. Money to buy the machines, to charge them up, store them, and cool them if needed. That's why Ether was invented. When people talk about the price of Ethereum, they're referring to Ether, the currency that incentivizes people to run the Ethereum protocol on their computer. To deploy a smart contract to the Ethereum platform, its author must pay to do so. And, you guessed it right, that payment is made in the form of Ether. This is done so that people will write optimized and efficient code and won't waste the Ethereum network computing power on unnecessary tasks. Hopefully, by now you have a better understanding of what Ethereum is. A network of computers working together to replace the centralized model of programs and companies which run the internet today.